has emerged from the ocean to embrace her waves and the soft wind that blows. While she flows, she shares a message of peace and harmony to the world. Let the breeze caress you and she will set you free. Miss Grand Curacao. A griffin, a winged lion with an eagle's head, is a mythological creature, a symbol of the ancient cities of Chersonesus and Pentacapaeum, and in later times, the cities of Sevastopol and Kerch. Since ancient times, protective properties have been attributed to the griffin. On the coat of arms of Crimea, he is depicted as a symbol of the guardian and defender. Miss Grand Crimea costume is inspired by the strength that the Africans see and feel spiritually in the Nigerian goddess, which are the two strongest goddesses of fertility, virility, and morality, both from the southwestern and southeastern part of Nigeria. The costume is a combo of an ensemble of different colors of leather, feathers, mesmerizing beads, detailed mermaid-inspired and arranged feathers on the headgear, wristbands, ankle band, thigh band, hand embellishment with cowries, feathers, beads, and accessorized Panama. The gold of the hills burns. The volcanic massif is the inspiration for this fantasy. El Oro de Cerro Quema, guardian of its treasures. Mother Nature takes the form of a woman with a fine selection of materials, an infinity of Swarovski's crystals in the form of tears, dressed in gold with 16 flower-shaped brooches, meters of braids, and beads in gold. Liki Liki, the jewel of Venezuela, is presented a jacket that from the cut and the waist unfold a beautiful bell-cut skirt simulating our plain Llanera skirt due to its width, and tight pants to the body stylizing the silhouette of our queen. Miss Grand Belgium. The golden bird of Belgium, or better known as the canary. This bird is kept as a pet in Belgium and was a very precious animal in the 15th century. It could only be kept by monks or kings. Kings gave this bird as a gift to their fellow princes as a sign of appreciation. The canary is characterized with its full golden color and can sing beautifully, which is why it is so popular these days. In Angola. Miss Grand Argentina. The national costume is inspired by Japan. This costume is inspired by the crane, which is one of the symbols of birds in Japan, and also from the Japanese origami culture. The black color gives the meaning of darkness and the damage of war. The white color symbolizes peace and purity. The pink expresses love and affection. In the performance, the crane bird will be born from the egg, and it shows that the importance of connecting life. She hopes her costume will deliver the message of peace with Japanese culture. Miss Grand Japan. History of 2,000 years that consists of pride and virtue, red with a touch of violence from a golden flame. Her costume carries the Sri Lankan traditions, worshipped from all three worlds with virtues of royalty. She wears the crown that bears the tooth of a Buddhist god. Engulfed and wrapped around by a snake god, she wears the crown, the god of rain and fertility, crowning the suit 5 line, 4 representing the 4 elements: water, earth, fire, air, and the 5th represents the sun. Thus, her clothing is made up of red shorts that symbolizes blood, and mantillas, the last quarters and first quarters. Her white blouse represents purity. The headdress, inspired by the First Lady of Paraguay in times of war in 1970 against Argentina, Brazil, and Uruguay. Wife of the national hero and President Mariscal Lopez until his death. who was an important reference of the Paraguayan society of that time. Miss Grand Paraguay Argentina. Using paper pressure on bamboo paper to create a sophisticated masterpiece. The harmonious combination between traditional materials and modern art has made bamboo paper become popular. Miss Grand Australia.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi!
Most iconic and magnificent birds. The cockatoo represents power to guide the darkness, commitment to partnerships, and the importance of the safety of one's group. This beautiful bird also represents humor, as they are known to be very social, cheeky, and loud. This stunning costume was made here in Indonesia. The bright colors reflect the bird's natural stunning features. The sparkles represent the joy and personality of the bird, and the elements of Australian nature represent the beauty of this bird's home. Miss Grand Australia.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Created to honor the legacy of Pura Villanueva Cara, who used her fame to fight for women's rights and become a feminist pioneer, leading the campaign for women's suffrage in the Philippines. It also introduces contemporary audiences to the original Pinay beauty queen, who created a new prototype for the modern Filipina. It was a set of diverse elements that was part of her journey to be the first queen of the Philippines, as she won the Manila Carnival Queen of the Orient in 1908. Miss Grand Philippines. Tharika, Goddess of Peace. Her costume represents the white color of peace that symbolizes the brotherhood and the banner of Costa Rica. The feather represents their ancestors who left their mark of harmony that they as human beings should have with nature. Villages of the world, it's time to live in peace and in balance with nature. Miss Grand Costa Rica. Miss Grand Ghana. This costume is called the Goddess of Unity. Inspiration from the beauty of diversity and strength in unity, coming from the country with so many different ethnic groups and tribes with distinct and unique characteristics, values, culture, and language. She serves as embodiment and representation for them all. The kente cloth teaches us that different colors and shapes can come together to form something beautiful, making her the great nation, Ghana. Represent the unique feminine power of using her voice through music so that all women are heard, raising awareness for marginalized population in educational and medical communities through her non-profit Music for MIRACLE, which is an acronym for Music Inspires Reaches. Miss Grand Belarus. The Belarusian national costume is a modern interpretation, is made of natural fabrics. The main color is the classic white, which is a symbol of purity and chastity. According to popular legend, it is thanks to this prevailing tone that the Belarusian got their direct name as a nation. The swan is a symbol of rebirth, purity, chastity, nobility, wisdom, and prophetic abilities. The outfit is framed with color Belarusian ornaments. The patterns are embroidered with a red thread on a white fabric. Patterns on the peasants' clothing are not only an ornament, but Miss Grand Cambodia. Miss Grand Canada. Canadian jaybird, also known as the Grey Jay, is the iconic bird of Canada. It was pale gray underpants, darker gray underparts, and gray-white head. This costume is crafted from handmade look, a light feather, and decorated with rhinestones. Specially designed by Indonesian costume designer, this national costume represents peaceful and beautiful Canada. Miss Grand Canada. Miss Grand Spain. The Drag Queen Gala is one of the most well-known spectacular shows of the Canarian Carnival, where the fantasy of the costumes is mixed with the talent of the dance. She brings you the presence of her land, the Canary Islands. Miss Grand Spain. Miss Grand Germany. The national costume of Miss Grand Germany is inspired by Germanic goddess Freya. It's a goddess associated with love, beauty, fertility, war, gold representing strength in women in such a way. A black bodysuit with gold appliques enhance the beauty of King Caliburn. Miss Grand Germany with matching accessories and high gold boots representing the German culture richness, with wings in the symbolic German colors of
Colombia!
emeralds and beautiful women. The costume made in a contemporary design gives life to a campana skirt that represents the diversity of Colombia, proud of its flowers and nature that enriches their land. The saddle parade is a tradition of the peasants who are dedicated to cultivating flowers, and she carried them on her back with honor. Millions of flowers from her country travel the world, such as the orchid, their national flower. All these beauty together will make a single land bloom with they will say no to war. Miss Grand Colombia. Of the 9 native tribes of Honduras, the Granifunas and Lenca is a combination between cultures, forest and underseas coral reef of Honduras. It is made by recycled material and archaic rhinestones, natural stones. Miss Grand Honduras. Sports are extremely important because through them you forge discipline, and it is a form of protest to the whole world since the aid from the Dominican government for athletes is in danger. Miss Grand Miss Grand Peru. The golden word comes from the Mochica culture. It has a mythological significance and was believed it had supernatural powers. The story says that the sun would reflect as the bird spread its wings and would bring good fortune to those who gaze at its flight. This golden creation is made with recycled materials, and it represents the richness of the Incas culture and the freedom of the Peruvian people. Miss Grand Peru. When the second Empress of Brazil met the Emperor and her husband, her beauty was such that he fainted. After his husband and daughter died of tuberculosis, she founded a hospital to treat the disease, which still exists, and fully dedicated her life to charity. The Order of the Rose was created in her honor and is awarded to Brazilians who did a meaningful action for their country. A designer celebrates a symbol of beauty, loyalty, and kindness, and 200 years of Brazil's independence. Miss Grand Brazil. Miss Grand China. Long hair. Dragon Empress. Inspired by the elements of the legendary dragon and ancient Chinese Hanfu dress. Miss China's costume was designed by famous Indonesian designer to demonstrate the history and culture of China. The dragon, being one of China's most significant symbols, is used as the main elements to symbolize power, luck, and joy. The secondary element, Hanfu is a type of traditional dress worn by powerful Chinese women during the ancient times, such as the Empress. And by combining the two elements, this costume resembles power, since people believed that it could warn off evil spirits. It was often planted near their home because it was believed that it would not be struck by lightning. This celebrated magical national tree plays almost the main role in the famous Czech opera In the Lantern by Jurasek. Miss Grand Czech Republic. United States of America. Happiest place on earth where all are welcome. Disney represents joy and dreams for people all over the world. Disney is owned by and originated in the United States of America. Tinkerbell is the light that flies over the Disney castle and has in the intro of every Disney film for over 67 years now. The United States hopes to bring by providing a happy and welcoming space to all people in all countries. May the magic of Disney, handcraft, and fanciful design that reflects the great achievements that have been proudly worn both nationally and internationally, with representative elements of this sport that complement it as part of this aesthetic. Queen Elizabeth II's treasured and protected royal animal. This iconic venue in British history is home to hosting the Royal Ballet, classical composers, live TV, and much more. Miss Grand, United Kingdom. The national costume takes the phoenix as its main figure, Ecuador, and the whole world is resurfacing, reborn from all the chaos left by the pandemic as a result of the COVID-19 virus, and that is still among us. But we are brave, strong, and we are rising from the ashes. Fully handmade, hand-painted, and decorated with stones and crystals in yellow, gold, red, and silver colors. Its body is wrapped in flames. Wings are Miss Grand, Thailand. Hanuman Thai boxing. Muay Lok is the art of magical fighting, full of charm with gestures, elegant style, but it hides aggression, intelligence, and power behind the story. The designer has chosen to broadcast this Thai national costume through Thai boxing dance, with Kong as a medium for disseminating the integration of science and art of Thai culture from the past to the present, as well as picking up Hanuman, a character that is related to Muay Lok as a strategy in India. Miss Grand Indonesia, where is a uniquely traditional performance dance art from Indonesia that serves as folk entertainment, contains magical elements. The rich symbolism of the word Ponorogo can also be seen in the character of Singa Barong, a fearsome lion monster with peacock feathers on its head. The lion is supposed to represent the Majapahit king, while the feathers is Queen Asriel tells the story of the struggle of the prince who proposed to the princess, named the mystical art of war. Miss Grand Indonesia.
On Grand TV YouTube channel. And don't forget to follow us and add your push notifications on all social media so you won't miss any of the Miss Grand International 2022 10th anniversary.